Hey guys, and welcome to Farm Simulator 2017 on Gwenddwr, the Welsh map. That was a really butchered version of the name. Gwenddwr. I don't know. Anyway, we're here with the JCB telehandler because Field 40 needs seeding. And as you can see over there, let's get the binoculars out. Zoom, 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 zoom. It ran out of seed. So let's jump in this bad boy and get going. Now, I have had to literally tear myself away from 2 Point Hospital, aka Theme Hospital. Probably going to shoot myself in the foot, but I will more than likely end up streaming that on Thursday, or did stream that Thursday. So I left the bag off of the this thing yesterday. Not yesterday. When did I last stream this? Tuesday. Solely because I didn't want any issues to occur once loading back into the game. So we'll slowly, well, you can only do one speed on this, slowly, make our way over to the cedar. Ever so slowly. Now granted, this thing would probably stay on the edge there on the hard-packed soil and just drive over, not to let the seeder and tractor drive over, but we'll do things a little different. So what do I think of 2 Point Hospital so far? It's Theme Hospital, it really truly is. It's an amazing game. It is an amazing game. Oh, I haven't got four-wheel drive locked in. There we go. Right, now, I want to get a thumbnail of this. Without getting too close to triggers, because that would mean goodnight Vienna particle effects. And get rid of that. Oh, no. That needs to come up high. Oh, I got it. Just in time. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Hopefully that turns out okay. I'm pretty sure you guys get the picture. I forgot the bag just disappeared. That should be enough seed anyway. Head back down to the other end of the field again. This time we'll drive down the margins of the field. So I hope you guys have had a good week so far. The air show was okay. Definitely not as good as the first one. Me and Jess went to it the first time she told me about the air show. I have got quite a lot of video to go through from it. There's no real commentary from me of the day or anything. We literally bypassed all the static aircraft, to be quite honest. There was nothing that we haven't seen already, so we bypassed that, sat down, and waited for the show to start, really. It was very windy, it did rain, and there just wasn't that many aircraft displaying like there was the first time around. So, really, I've got some video. The video's not the greatest because I am not used to maneuvering a camera around or try and be steady, and because of it today, as stupid as it sounds, I'm recording this on Thursday. It was on Wednesday. My back is so sore from trying to keep the camera steady. It's brutal. But there's a lot of footage I've got to go through, and there's music that was playing in the background, and they had the speakers cranked. Apparently it's some safety requirement. First I've ever heard of that, but it probably is. And so honestly, it'll be interesting to see what all the music companies think of that, because there's so much music in it. It's going to be kind of a laugh watching how they figure it out. But it's still going to go up. It's just going to take me a little while to edit it together, so it may be... Maybe this week, it may not be. We'll see. we'll see how I feel about doing it, because you guys know I hate editing, and that's going to be a lot of editing. It really is. Nearest waypoint. Drive a casa. So field 40, I've got all that cosplay. F40, what was that? No idea. We'll nuke it. We can't nuke it. Okay. Can we click it? No. Oh well. But we've got Colt, ploughing, and seeding. Literally everything there. So. And then we'll have harvesting, because we will be harvesting this field on cosplay. I can guarantee you that much. So, what are we doing? We got that field harvested. Do we actually have anything in the tank of that? No. So what we should do is move on to other field. I don't think there's a gate in this. Nope. I really wish there was. I may start... Now, I say this now, and you guys know me, I'll probably start taking sections of the hedge out. If I can, easily. As long as that takes the collisions out. Especially these fields. I don't know what I'll do with the field with the gate in it, that one, because the header doesn't fit through there. And I don't really want to leave a gap there, but this field to that field I definitely will. No, we may have to trailer the header. It just makes sense to me. If I was a farmer in real life, I would take a section of the hedge out 6 foot wide so I could take it through fully assembled. It just makes sense. Alrighty, that's that. Go back into this. And of course, yeah, it's being Thursday. Holy updates on games. Good grief. That was an absolute shed ton. And yes, I said shed. Not any other word before people go, oh, he swore. Has been known in the streams though. From time to time, stuff slips. Videos, they're a pretty good one. And up in here. This is getting low on fuel, but after this field I'll probably need to refuel. But did we do for now? I'm pipe getting caught up in stuff. There's a lot of stuff that come out on the 30th. Quite a lot of stuff for sure. And you got the Hunter Call of the Wild, that came out with the Savannah map. It's probably going to be hellishly broken, it's crazy. And when I first saw gameplay on it, it looks fantastic, don't get me wrong. But when you see one of, I don't know if it's the PR guy or one of the lead developers, turn around and just the look of sheer disappointment on his face when he has to say it is still broken. Bear in mind, when they release the geese, they are still, as far as I'm aware, currently broken. As broken as they showed when they showed them off broken. It's stupid, the turnaround time on that game. Fantastic game, love it, but the developers need a damn kick up the ass. They really do, or the people up in charge, the CEOs, because it's... wow. And I guarantee, I can't say I guarantee, I'd be willing to put money on the fact that the Savannah side of the Hunter Call of the Wild is still probably broken. Because it was just the sheer look of disappointment on his face when he had to say it. He kind of didn't even want to look at the camera, he was turning away. And to me it's a case of like, yeah, you're probably getting told to show it off. You don't want to show it off because you know how broken it really is. Yeah, it's kind of comical. But don't get me wrong, I still love Call of the Wild. It is better than the classic, although the classic still gets everything, because that's their money maker. I get it, at the same time I think it's BS. And to me it leaves competition wide open, but there isn't any. Like, you've got a load of fishing games, free-to-play fishing games and stuff like that come out. Fishing Planet was the first. Russian Finch is coming along and completely wiped the floor with Fishing Planet. Although I have ties to Fishing Planet, I can hit up the CEO on Steam, and he's helped me out a lot in that game, I'm not going to lie. But I still think Russian Fishing absolutely wipes the floor with it. Not necessarily graphically, but the way they do stuff, tackle, lures, making stuff, and physics, just the sheer technicality of it, wipes the floor with Fishing Planet. And then if you don't want to have a free-to-play game, although it's a crock of crap because it's only carp fishing, I'm sorry if you're a carp fisherman, I find it the most boring type of fishing possible. You got Eurofishing, which they're now coming out with another FSW, basically, Fishing World Simulator or something like that. They're basically reusing the FSW name to a point. I forget the way it is, but that's got bass, it's got pike, it's got different types of fish in it, along with carp. They had good graphics, good physics, actually felt like you were fighting good fish, and it was, once you bought it sort of thing. The worry is with Dovetail, Flight Sim World, they had an amazing game, they didn't do enough with it to begin with, and it was just DLC, DLC, DLC. Oh, we're having to stop it now. I have no idea what that was about, they could have had something very special. But they've got potential. It's just funny how it works. You see that with some games. It's not even fixed fully. DLC, DLC, make us more money. We've released a broken game, but here's another DLC. 5 months later, another DLC. Enjoy your broken game. We kind of fixed some stuff, maybe. It's comical. Give Farm some its due. They're not like that. They do fix the game. Yes, their turnaround time for updates previously has been relatively slow, but they do fix them. Yeah, it's kind of funny how that all works. But at the end of the day, I get it, updates don't make the game money. They're spending it, fixing the crap they should have fixed before release. But that's my 2 cents on all of that stuff. And yeah, we are real low on fuel actually. That or this has a fairly large tank. 110 litres. It's not in the red yet. People tend to freak out when machines get into the red. It's always funny running them down that low. Attracting needs fuel? Yeah, I know. Attracting needs fuel? Yeah, I know. That's cool, I've never noticed a little shaker there. I know, sort of IRL, at the end of the day, fill the tractor up. This? Nah, screw it. I don't care. It's still going to cost the same no matter if you fill it up at the end of the day, every day, or once it needs fuel. It's still going to need the same. A combine, granted, because 6 months of the year it's stood still doing absolutely nothing. You fill that all the way up. Get as much air out of that tank as possible. No condensation can form, yada yada yada. Get it full all the way to the top. Makes sense. Give it a good service after you've used it, clean it, new oil, all that good stuff. And after it's sat there, the chances are you run it up and you need to change your oil again because it's got all the contaminants out the engine. I don't know how many people would even do that, to be honest. So, tractor that we've got on trailer is the County. As far as what we're going to be doing today, probably this field, and hopefully finish off that field up there. Like I said, as far as the stream goes today, in theory, I hope that I can be streaming today. Just may want me to go into and help her with some computer stuff out of the school. I really don't want to, purely because that's the school, that's her board's issue, that I don't want to be tampering with stuff like that. So hopefully I can stream it. I'll probably end up streaming Farm Sim today. But Thursday, because of 2 Point Hospital just coming out, I want to stream that. I want to enjoy that. That's my childhood. All of us. Any of you guys that are my age or older will probably remember Theme Hospital. And that's basically what it is. It's probably what I'm going to title the stream. 2 Point Hospital / Theme Hospital or question mark Theme Hospital replacement? I don't know. I don't know what I'll call it, but I do want to get this video recorded so I can get that thumbnail set up on there, get that stream set up. I think we'll start doing our up and down rows now. Yeah, let's get GPS kicked in. Bloop. And I'll have a bit of water. Yesterday was pretty damn warm out. I definitely got dehydrated. That's for sure. I was trying to drink a lot, but needed more than that being sat outside for goodness how many hours. At least a note to self, either if you want crop to grow real quick, put it on 0 times, or, well, basically that's it, because that's what happened to this crop. It was annoying. So it's not fertilised to its full potential, which is what I'm more annoyed about than anything. I really am. Something that's supposed to be using 30 litres an hour is actually not using a whole lot in the grand scheme of things. We started with, what, 110 litres of diesel? And it's now 105. 5 litres in the time that it's taken us to do this much. Not bad. Now, we'll miss parts either end of this because, obviously, a GPS was not switched on. Going up the first row. Now I hear distant rumbles of an aircraft flying out. Probably going back. Definitely nice to see the B-29 for the first ever time though. That is a beautiful aircraft. That is such a big aircraft. It's crazy. Big old bomber. Only 2 flying of them now. Fifi and Doc. Doc got made airworthy though. Jeez. 2 years ago now, maybe? Really recent. I was following that. Everything. That was really cool. From them pulling it out the desert, I think it was, to bringing it back. Actually, what we'll do as well. Forward the pipe out as we're down here. We'll get that little section and go jump in our county. And get that. So we need to empty. What I'll do is just come in here. Run to the fire hydrant. Yeah, there's a turnaround. Turn and circle on this thing is like the Titanic. That is for damn sure. Probably where they got the name county from, because the turning circle's as big as a damn county. I'll shut that down, because honestly, the next time we need it, the tank won't even be full. Canola is such a low yielding crop. And this takes a minute to empty too. Yeah. And we're away. Actually, I think I just got a title for the stream. 2-Point Hospital, Theme Hospital, Childhood Memories. Game's even built by the old developers of Theme Hospital 2, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure. It was Bullfrog that made Theme Hospital. They got bought by EA, I'm guessing. But they've never made another game. It's like they got bought by EA and the team just went, okay, bye. And after all these years they've made another one. With Sega. I'm yawning my head off, shouldn't I, Dad? So we'll probably get this field done and call it quits. And that looks like it could be on the headland now. Just about to see the JCB actually. I think that's the JCB there, we can see too. Huh. Kinda cool. Looks like it's on the headland at least. So the time we've done this field, hopefully it's done. And we can go up there with our furt spreader and spread it down some lime. Although it's not lime. Which will take a minute. That'll be a live stream thing for sure. As far as harvesting goes, I'll do every field barring that one first. I'll do these 4 and then we'll go down there and do that, what, 22? Then field 40, because field 40 will take the longest. And as soon as we're done in that field, technically, we'll get plough on that. When that's done, we'll get plough on this field, cultivator on that one, and just the 4 fields here is perfect. And then over there, same thing. But that's the difference. Over there, realistically, we could probably start ploughing half the field and get the cultivator going at the same time, just on a slow speed. Oh, 99 litres of fuel, I need fuel! I need fuel! People! This thing is gonna die! Oh, we should be able to get this field done. It's not bad, but 9.1, let's say 10 hours on it. So, before it needs 100% refuel, probably like 15 hours maybe. I'm guessing, depending on what you're doing too, right? Like, I don't know the higher workload if the litres an hour go up, which I presume would be the case. This thing's going as fast as it can. 6 miles an hour. Even this is probably too quick for it. And realistically, this would probably go about 3. But because farming and boredom, we'll stick it at 6 miles an hour. All depends on how the crop and the yield is. Higher the yield, the slower you have to go. So what have we got? 3 more passes maybe? Maybe 2? Ah, no, 2. That's why I like this combine, honestly. It's a decent sized header. And that's why on Shamrock I've gone for the Lexion. Yes, this combine would fit Shamrock way better than the Lexion. I 100% agree. but I've used this combine on Meadowgrove. I've used this combine on this map. And I don't want to use it on Shamrock because, again, I've used it so much. I like having a break between using the same damn thing over and over again. And the Lexion, yes, it can hold more. Is it a physically bigger combine? Yes, but not by much, I don't think, if you put these side by side. Is the header bigger? By 1.5 meters. It's kind of comical the way some of the people are about that. When I did do the first stream of it, was, you wouldn't see that on there in Ireland. Okay, I'm sorry, because of the farm that you're on, or the farms around you have so much little crop, so much little money, they couldn't afford a slightly newer machine that isn't rusty. You can see daylight through it. I'm sorry about that, my friend. Oh, that wound me up. Like, not all farms have clapped out pieces of crap to run them. It's all about money. And if the farm can't make enough money, they obviously can't afford newer machines. And the combine, you can have a crappy tractor, you can have a crappy seeder, but a combine is where you make a lot of that money. Because if it's an older combine, it's not threshing it properly. Guess what's coming out the arse end? All of your grain. You're not getting as much as you should be up on the top. I know very little about combines, but I know one thing. They all lose grain out the back end. And if it's not doing its job properly, then you're losing more out the arse end than it should be. That triggered me, that one, for sure. And that's where I literally almost told someone to go do one on stream, but using less polite words. And of course, now I've mentioned Shamrock, any of you that have made it this far in the video, oh, what's going on with Shamrock? We don't know. Giants haven't updated their testing thing for a week now. At the time of me recording this, it has been almost a week. So, I don't know. Will we be seeing anything this week? I doubt it. And like I told you before Gamescom, I can see it being another month before we see Shamrock. We all know it's going to fail first time around. We've got a little bet going in the Frontier private rooms that it is and what it's going to fail on. But it all depends on when they get back tested. Any issues that cropped up within Gamescom, maybe people's feedback, if it was real good feedback, they'll be probably implementing that into the game. So they'll be busy. And it's not that far away. So honestly, I know some people that have nothing to do with Frontier and testing that map have been saying it'll be coming out a lot sooner. This is coming from, and I hate to use the bragging terms on this one, a Frontier tester, a friend of Voxy. It's expected to be at least a month out. At least 4 weeks. If it's out before then, perfect. But I'm not going to say it's going to be out soon because it ain't. Tell you that much. Not unless Giants do some miracle and get through a lot of maps and test and stuff and go, yep, it's past first time. But I can tell you, Frontier testers, main guys at Frontier, we've got a little bet going amongst ourselves of what it will fail. So even they're anticipating. Alright, we've got the final 2 strips of this, and then we will wrap up the video. And I will load up 2 Point, get that set up for the stream, take a thumbnail, find that PNG logo. Oh, it's going to be a bar steward. And if you made it this far in the video, let me know in the comments down below. I'm curious. I've noticed videos from this map seem to be dropping off like an absolute damn rock, which is very concerning. So hopefully you guys are on board with this map, because I'm not. That being said, a lot of you are getting back to school. Maybe that'll upset the balance for a little while. It probably will, knowing our luck. And this last 2 years on YouTube has been a rocky one, for sure. It really has. Alrighty, I know I've got a little stretch here, but I am going to bid you guys. Actually, no, we'll get this one straight because it's going to bother me, and then we'll go over and check the John Deere, because I know some of you may be curious. And then I'll bid you farewell. And get working on a thumbnail. Right, that's the end of the canola for this area of the map anyway. So I'll unforward that so I know what's going on. 92 litres, good number. And this is on its final headland. So, we will jump out, let it fly by, and I will bid you guys farewell. I hope you have enjoyed. We will be back tomorrow. It may be Euro Truck Sim, it may be American Truck Sim, I have no idea. Could be 2 Point Hospital, it depends what I get into. I will say that. And I will try and endeavour to get to the airshow video. It's going to be choppy, it's going to be rough. The quality of the lighting wasn't the best in the camera. Yeah, it's a good camera, but it's not the best. So until next time, hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you guys later. See ya.